Hey everybody, I got a video here for you today on the Copán ruins of the Maya in Honduras, and I'm going to fly in here. But this is one of the more famous but not well talked about Maya sites as far as popularity. You hear a lot more about Tikal and Palenque and other sites, but this is the site of the ruins in western Honduras called Copán. And I'm going to zoom in here, and this is what it looks like on Google Earth. I'm going to fly into a couple locations here, but here is a picture of some of the glyphs on the ruins, and I don't know if I can zoom in here a little better, but here you see them. And this is what some of the ancient ruins at Copán look like. And these walls have intricately carved depictions of gods, animals, other things. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that at the end. But if we can zoom back out here, I'll try to fly into a different site here. And this is a popular theme as far as Mayan ruins, and that is a ball court at kind of the center of the site. And here is what it looks like at Copán. And this is the ball court at Copán. But definitely a very cool ancient Mayan site. And the Mayans had incredible knowledge of the universe, astronomy, and other things. And I just wanted to show you a couple pictures on Google Earth of Copán. And now I am going to jump over to a couple websites and talk about what the Mayans knew about creation. This is a good website that goes over the Mayan ruins of Copán and the city of Copán. It says, Copán was once one of the most beautiful and important cities of the Maya, one of the great ancient culture centers of the American continent. Over the course of 400 years, the Maya people of Copán shaped a small valley in western Honduras into a great city, building pyramids, temples, plazas, sculpting intricate statues of kings, gods, and animals, and decorating all in beautifully colored stucco. The ceremonial center at the heart of the city housed some of the best examples of Maya architecture and art found anywhere, some of them reflecting the Maya people's skills at mathematics and astronomy. And the ruins of Copán detail the Mayans' knowledge of astronomy. And this website goes over some of the history of Copán, and it says there is evidence of a settlement in the valley of the Copán River in western Honduras dating back as far as 2000 BC. And I think when the city of Copán was built, and they say around 425 AD, the Mayans just built it on top of much earlier ruins. And I think that is a common theme in Egypt and other places, in Peru, to name a few. But here, this is how the god is depicted, wearing goggles. And that is unique to the god of Copán around 425 AD, and I will just leave this link below so in case you want to check this out further. But here is an artist rendition of what it looked like, and this is actually a scale model of what Copán looked like. And here is a virtual video of a virtual tour through Copán, and it just gives some very good information. And once again, I will leave this link below. But the astronomy, I'm going to leave a link for this article below here, and this goes over some of the stuff in Copán and the intricate, detailed astronomy that was put into these monuments. And I'm not going to try to read this because it's pretty complicated. It goes through the Mayan terms for their different periods of days and baktuns and years and long counts, and it's pretty complicated to read, but I'll just leave the link below if in case anybody wants to look at that further. And here is a good website with some pictures of Copán. And here you see some of the intricate artwork on some of the walls and stelas and columns in Copán. And there is something called the Copán baseline. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But where did the Mayans get all of their incredible knowledge of astronomy? And that is a great question. Sometimes we say the Mayan calendar and the Mayan this and that, but the truth is they were inheritors of this knowledge, and where they got it from, we just haven't put our finger on. Graham Hancock and others call it the lost civilization. I believe the Olmecs had this knowledge, and they might have been the first to get it from this lost civilization, and they just passed it down to the Mayans. But it is one of the great questions. We have things that have come out in science in the past maybe 50 years, such as the Big Bang Theory and nebular hypothesis, that just seem to be a reworking of these ancient tales from Mayan and Egyptian sources. But what I want to talk about at the end here is the work of Michael Groff, and this is very much a confirmation of what exactly the Mayans knew and things that have just come out in science lately, especially about creation. It says Dr. Michael Groff shares his original research on the Copán baseline, which describes an observation of the Orion Nebula at the edge of the sky in 652 AD at the same position on the horizon as the sunrise. In the center of the cosmologically significant Maya constellation known as the Three Hearthstones, the Orion Nebula is described by contemporary Maya as the smoke from a fire that was lit in this hearth. The Copán baseline, along with other classic Maya texts, suggests that this hearth was the birthplace of the sun. So this must have been an incredibly important date, and it seems to be inscribed on the Copán baseline. The Mayans knew of positions in the future, such as eclipses, and this had to have been an incredibly important date when the Orion Nebula was rising at the same position on the horizon as the sunrise. So I just thought this was pretty interesting, and I thought I would include this at the end of this upload. Pretty interesting. I'll leave some links below. Hope you thought this was interesting. Have a nice day.